If the loudest sound in a busy restaurant is your own heartbeat, this video is for you. You step through the door, the bass thumps, the host is juggling a crowd, and your brain quietly asks, can we go home now? Here's the promise. You don't need a new personality to handle a packed restaurant. You just need a better plan. Today, we're going to turn a high stimulus space into a controlled, comfortable experience using environment, timing, and micro strategy. Small choices, big calm. Before we dive in, quick note, always verify venue policies, accessibility, dietary, and allergy safety, and local health guidelines for your plans. Confidence includes looking out for yourself. Setup. Confidence in crowded spaces is not charisma, it's logistics. Think of the restaurant like a user interface. You don't change who you design how you move through it. The goal is not to be the loudest voice at the table. The goal is to leave with energy in the tank and a conversation you're glad you had. Design beats willpower. Section 1, pre-game design. Most of the win happens before you touch the door handle. Start with 3 levers, environment, timing, and buffers, environment. Use the tools in your pocket. Maps apps show live busyness. Aim for a green or lightly busy time. Sound check with apps like a decibel meter or sound print. Under 70 dB is typically conversational, 70 to 80 is loud, 80 please is shouty. Not a universal rule, but a useful starting range. Read recent reviews for words like quiet, cozy booth, and also for warning words like lively, DJ, or bar scene. If you can, call ahead and ask, do you have a quieter section or a booth toward the back? Can we request that? Timing. If you control the clock, target 20 to 30 minutes after open for lunch or the early edge of dinner service. You get first pick of seating and less noise buildup. If you're stuck with peak time, add a 10-minute arrival window so you're not landing mid-surge at the host stand. Buffers. Give yourself a 10 to 15-minute pre-event buffer for decompression and a 15 to 20-minute post-event buffer to land. Think of energy like phone battery. Don't start at 22% and open 5 apps. Also set a simple exit option. I have a hard stop at 8. 15. Clear, polite. And it pre-authorizes you to leave. Microplan on 1 sticky note. Time, seat request, first drink choice, exit time. Decision light is stress light, corners are command centers. Section 2, the first 90 seconds. The first 90 seconds are the on-ramp. We're going to stack a few tiny moves. Posture. Tall but soft, think string from crown to ceiling, shoulders heavy. When you lengthen the spine, your breath has room. Speaking of breath, try a 426 cycle as you walk in. Inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Longer exhales tell your nervous system, we're safe. Focal anchor. Pick one neutral visual target near the host stand or a piece of art. Let your eyes rest there between glances. Anchoring attention prevents that pinball feeling. Opening line, keep a single sentence ready so the host doesn't have to decode your needs. Try high, table for 2, quiet corner if available, please. If you're joining a group, joining the Johnson party, if there's a wait, we're happy to wait for a booth on the quieter side. If you're meeting someone who is not there yet, tell the host. I will grab a quiet spot at the bar and keep an eye out. This moves you from the pileup to a perch. Control the room by controlling attention. Section 3, seating strategy. The seat you choose can cut your stress in half. You're looking for a command seat. Back to a wall, eyes to the room, away from sensory hot zones. Hot zones to avoid. Directly under a speaker, next to the bar. Within 10 feet of the kitchen pass, beside the service station with clinking glassware, and in the path of the front door. If you're within arm's reach of a stack of ice buckets, you're in a noise river. Better zones, a booth or banquette on a side wall, a corner table, or a 2-top against a wall. If there's a choice between an aisle and a wall, pick the wall. If your first table is a hot zone, it's okay to ask once. Kindly. Any chance we could shift to that corner when it opens? We're hoping for a quieter spot. Do a quick sightline check before you sit. Can I see my friend? The server's approach. And the exit? This reduces microstartles and the sense of being surrounded. Ask for what you need. You're not difficult. You're precise. Section 4, menu moves, high stimulus rooms make micro decisions feel heavy. So decide early and lightly. Before you go, scan the online menu and pick a safe default. One drink, one entree, one backup. Decide once, save 100 decisions. If everything looks great, create a tiny decision tree. I will choose fish unless the special is vegetarian, in which case I will try that. Simple, flexible. At the table, anchor the first choice quickly. Still or sparkling, water is great, thanks. It signals I am set and gives you time. Use 2-option questions to offload cognitive load. Ask the server, between the roast chicken and the salmon, which is less salty? Or, I am choosing between these two. What's your typical go-to for first-timers that narrows the universe and turns the decision into a collaboration? If choices still feel sticky, share plates or split a main with a side salad. Fewer separate decisions, more conversation. Section 5, conversation pivots. Small talk is like chewing gum for the mind. Fine for a minute, not dinner. You don't need to be profound. You just need better prompts. Try these pivots that move you from weather talk to the good stuff. Past, now, next. What surprised you last month? What's catching your attention right now? What are you looking forward to next? This gives structure and momentum. Tiny obsession. What's the smallest thing you're nerding out on this week? It invites specificity and stories. Build, learn, fix. What are you building? What are you learning? Or what are you trying to fix lately? People love talking about momentum. Place with purpose. I have 3 new spots on my list. If you could replay a meal from the last year, where would you go and why? Use a soft bridge to shift topics. Can I ask you something I'm curious about? Or, on a different note, I want your take on something that buys attention. When you need a breather, ask an easy, focused question and listen. How did you pick your last vacation spot? Then sip, breathe, and let them carry the airtime. Depth beats volume. Section 6, recharge on the fly. You don't need to disappear for 20 minutes to reset. Micro breaks, 30 to 90 seconds at a time, add up. Restroom reset. Wash hands slowly, feel the water. 5 deep breaths, count tiles. The point is sensory simplicity. Box breathing, 4-4-4-4 for 4 cycles. Or coherent breathing, 5 in, 5 out for 1 minute. Choose one and practice at home so it's automatic in the wild. Sip and scan. Take a sip. Drop your gaze to the table. Name 3 things you see, 2 you feel, 1 you hear. It takes 10 seconds and interrupts the noise loop. Object task. Straighten cutlery, refold your napkin. Jot a one-line note on your phone. Favorite part so far? It gives your hands purpose and your brain a tiny island of control. If the table is overrun with noise, ask the server once, would it be possible to lower the speaker a notch? If not, discrete earplugs with a clear profile can reduce the edge by 10 to 20 dB. Not for everyone, but a lifesaver for some. Recharge is not retreat, it's maintenance. Section 7, when to leave. Leaving well is a skill. Watch for your personal early warning lights. You're rereading the same line of the menu, asking people to repeat themselves twice, or your answers have shrunk to single words. That's your cue to start a gentle landing. Use the graceful 3-step exit. 1, preview. I have an early start, so I will head out in about 10 minutes. Close loops, flag the server for the check, split it cleanly, settle tip well. If the group wants to linger, say, I will take care of mine so you all can hang. Appreciate and go. This was great. Thanks for making the time. I am going to slip out. Short hug or wave, then move. If you need to go sooner, keep it honest and simple. I'm at my limit tonight. So I'm going to call it. That sentence is complete. Leave early. Leave well. Section 8, aftercare and carryover. The moment you exit, take 60 seconds outside. Inhale the cooler air. Stretch your chest, name one thing that went well, then schedule your next recharge, a walk, quiet reading, or music on the way home. If you drove, sit in the car for a minute with the engine off. This is the landing buffer you budgeted. Do a 90-second debrief voice note. What move helped most? What will I repeat? One tweak for next time. That's how a tactic becomes a habit. Here's why this matters beyond dinner. The same playbook works at parties, conferences, weddings, and networking nights. The space changes. The levers don't. Environment, timing, seat, menu decisions, conversation pivots, micro resets, exits. You're not avoiding life. You're arranging it so your best self can show up. Quick recap you can screenshot. Choose the venue and time on purpose. Request the quiet side. Breathe out longer than you breathe in on arrival. Take the command seat. Back to all eyes to room. Decide one drink and one dish early. Use 2 option questions. Pivot conversations with pass now next or build learn fix. Micro reset every 20 to 30 minutes. Restroom, breath, sip and scan. Exit with the graceful 3-step. Quiet is not the opposite of confidence. It's one of its sources. Remember to check venue policies, accessibility, dietary and allergy considerations, and local health guidance when you plan. Your plan should fit you and respect the space you're in. If this helped, hit subscribe. And if you want a 1-page checklist you can save to your phone before your next dinner, grab it below. You've got this.